Hey, welcome back. It's me, Wall Crawl. I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. And I'm really glad to be back, and I'm glad to have this new game, Silksong. I've been waiting for this for so long. Probably a lot of you guys have been too. It is so awesome, but it was worth the wait because they did a great job with this game. I really enjoy it. So I'm hesitant to say, but I think I may like it even more than Hollow Knight. So it's definitely got some things that are different, but man, it is really good. So anyway, I have a guide now, and we're going to go through and we're going to get basically all the base achievements here in this game. And we're not going to do any speed achievements, and we're not going to do any Steel Soul achievements. But in this game, we're going to do a good amount of the standard achievements that you can get. So here's Hornet. She's being taken away in a little cage. It's so scary. Some little magical field surrounding her carriage or whatever that's called. And yeah, they do such a great job. I like how they just kind of set. It looks like they've gone a long way. Those butterfly things are super interesting. And so they're walking across that opening. Looks like a guitar or a violin or cello or something, which is interesting and relates to the whole game in a good way. And these little butterfly things do as well. Something happens to the force field type thing around, and somebody's breaking her out. It's cool, they're like falling. And oh no, is Hornet going to be okay, or is this all the whole thing they gave us is just that? Okay, so Act 1, Farloom. Now there's 3 acts in the game. You can beat it technically around Act 2, or at the end of Act 2, but the 3rd act is awesome. It's got a lot of additional content, a lot of cool bosses especially in it, so definitely go for the 3rd act as well. There's some specific things you have to do in order to get to the 3rd act, but we're going to do that, and we're going to go through it. Okay, so I wake up. Come on, Hornet. Wake up. Just barely didn't get my head shattered by my own needle. And break this up. These are shell shards, and shell shards serve as like a currency. Just a second, I'll tell you more. This guy, there's another little secret. I'm gonna hit him 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and run! Okay, so shell shards are like a currency. You have tools in the game instead of charms, like Hollow Knight does. And so basically you have to have shell shards in order to use those. And when you sit back at benches again later, then it'll use up some of your shell shards to like build more of those tools. Okay, so he's up there rolling back and forth, and I can only really hit him once before I have to leave. If you stand back here and jump right when he comes in, you can get another hit on him. And so that's good. It's kind of right in the middle of this, because you don't want to get hit. He takes 2 masks away. And that's one of the things about this game. It feels harder. In Hollow Knight, like, everybody took 1 health mask away from you. And except for like some of the super big bosses, like the Radiance and the Pure Vessel and Nightmare King Graham. So you were basically, there was more than that, but you were basically always taking 1 mask of damage. Let's swim under here. And but in this game, there's quite a lot of things that take 2, and sometimes you even take more than that. And so that increases like a certain desperation. But the good news is she heals. She heals for 3. Now it feels like it takes forever to get off a heal, but there are ways to adjust that, and we'll get to it. But she heals for 3, and hits often can take more than 1, so it's a little more. It in my opinion, it makes it a little harder. It's just harder to be ready for. I'm going to come over here. We need to get these moss berries. So get the first one that's just right up there, because there's a certain tool you can get by having 3 moss berries. So we can pretty much have 3 right when we get to the place where we can get the tool. So, oh, it's so tired. Come on, Hornet. This particular spiel where she's like, oh, I'm so tired and worn out from falling, which makes a lot of sense. Is hard on like the speed run portion, because you're like, oh my goodness. So working our way over here. There's some shards right there. I can't reach them unless I'm coming from above. These guys fly above you and then come straight down. These are little roly guys that stick to the surface of what they're on. And 1, 2, 3. All right, now there's another mossberry right here. And like I said, that guy, right when he's over you, ooh, he does that. Loot him up a bit. Now I'm gonna use my little angular dash and then get it. I did get hit by him. If you do get hit by him or you kill him, you can just go right out to my left and back in and he'll respawn. So you can try it again if you're not nailing that right away, which is understandable. I'm gonna fall down this way and I'm gonna get nothing. See, that was great. Get these shards, but I really don't need them. I'll have plenty of shards, but if you fall and stay on the right side, you would get those. But I'm not gonna go for them because, you know, I just don't care. Now I do have to jump down here though. And jump down like this and stay on the left side. And there's a little bit of money. Now, money in this game isn't geo, it's rosaries. And rosaries are kind of in reference to the religion of this game. There's like, you know, there's a highly religious group of people that are working their way up to ascend Farloom. And as they do so, I don't know, they think that if they're good enough and do enough, you know, it has certain religious nature to it, and rosaries are connected to that, and so that's how you earn money. The shards are for tools, and the rosaries are for other stuff. Now I have to work my way back up, and these guys have respawned. Get him. Pow, pow. Alright, and I'm gonna pause real quick, not pause, but look in here. Like this B shard I got from that first enemy, I could hold X and break it, and it'd give me 140 shards. There's also this little rosary necklace that's frayed, and there's other ones. I could break it for 30 rosaries. Now, I'm crazy, and you don't have to do this, but I try not to break any of that stuff, because I just like keeping it in my inventory. Now, is that, like, smart? Probably not. You can always choose. When I get to places where I'm like, you need to have 400 rosaries, or you need to have like 1,200 rosaries, and I'm going to give you a money farming option to get that. But if you don't want to do that, and you want to break up your rosaries because you just don't care about having them in your inventory, which I get. Here's a bench right here if you want to safety bench it. Then just break them up. I'm not going to do that just because I like having them, and I'm a kind of a collector, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll probably do it on my speed runs just because you can't really collect. Now, this is our first boss, the Moss Mother. Now, if you notice, she does this thing where she dashes across, and then she always rotates, I think. No, she doesn't. But her other attack is to scream and hit the ceiling. Now, she may just do this back and forth until I go after her. I'm going to do this and hit her. Now she hits the ceiling, and she tends to rotate back and forth from a swoopy swoop. And then she hits the ceiling, and some of the times rocks fall down, and sometimes little enemies do. And you can see in the sky, little things like gather. See, like the smoke that's where her things are gonna fall, so you just gotta stay out of the way. Alright, and little guy is coming down. This time, make sure you clear them out of the way. Okay, and she's dead. She's really not too crazy. It's just supposed to be like, hey, we're back, you know, the Moss Mother. Later on, you have to fight 2 of them at once, and that's significantly more challenging. Alright, we don't need to go to the left, we'll just head right up. And, ooh, climbing the rope for gym class right there was really hard, so you're super tired. She sees somebody and pulls her needle out, and she falls over. And that's the game. That's all of it. It did several years for 1 and 2, and that's what they made. But wait, oh, never mind. She says, "Up with you, or I won't have you dying on my floor." Ah, awake at last. You should mind your strength, traveler. There's no use wasting energy on an old nobody like me. I see that now, madam. My welcome to your land has not been kind. I had reason to be wary. Oh, so another pilgrim then, scuttled out of the darkness to climb the great path and bow at its gilded peak. I am no pilgrim, I am hornet, and I arrive in your land by no choice of my own. I was brought to your kingdom by force, captured by strange bugs clad in veils. Oh, how curious, the bugs of the citadel. At the summit of our land, they veil themselves in service to their faith, or perhaps as slaves to something greater. Then I shall seek their citadel. If the veiled bugs would go to such lengths to bring me here, I intend to find out why. Oh, ferocious, intimidating yours is no pilgrim spirit. You have the bearing of a hunter. Welcome then, fierce traveler, to Far Loom, our holy yet haunted land. Before you depart, permit an old bug a brief warning. Best keep that weapon drawn. Our kingdom is gripped by a curse. Its paths grow wild and dangerous, and though some still attempt to climb the citadel at its crest, none return to speak of what they see. The Great Citadel, now we have kind of like a quest or an objective. Now, I'm probably going to read a lot of the dialogue for at least the more major things, but, feel free to skip through that. This will probably be the only save that I really read through the dialogue. So, enjoy it. No, I mean, sorry if you don't like it. Hop over that little hole, you have to do all that stuff again. And this is Bone Bottom, with a bench right here. And Bone Bottom is like our dirt mouth. I'm going to rest here, talk to a few guys. Fellow pilgrim, are you? About to start your great journey to the holy citadel up top? I'm no pilgrim, sir, though it seems we will travel in a similar path. Not a pilgrim? Well, it makes no difference, I suppose. We all must walk the roads up and up, though most of us will fall long before we see the grand gates. If you're wise, you'll stop here and rest a while before heading out into that dangerous world. Alright, so they're just resting. They're going to go on the trip, too. I'm not going to talk. There's a person in there, but they're just in there. And this guy sells you stuff. Oh, traveler, destined for the citadel. Yes, well, before you embark, won't you stop and make trade with an old pilgrim? I'd see your wares, madam, though I fear I have nothing worthy to offer in return. Oh, worry not if you lack fine goods to trade. We can barter still. In this devout land we deal in the currency of faith. Rosaries and finely carved beads of prayer. If you will only share some with me, I'll trade you something fair. It's a rhyme. Okay, so we'll get some of this later. And this guy is working to make things better. What is your building, sir? A sign of some kind? Aye, you're a sharp bug, a wish wall. It's past time this old camp had one. As a resident fixer, take it upon myself to sort it out. They're a popular thing about Falun. Wish walls, useful too. So many prayers left unanswered, gives them a place to go. Alright, so he's making stuff. He's a cool guy. And, but talking just a little bit. I'm trying to go through the dialogue, like, quickly. Hopefully I don't, like, stutter all over myself and... Okay, kill that guy. He just pops up and he takes 3 hits right now to kill. 1, 2, 3. He just kind of comes directly at you, so nothing too strange there. Just we're gonna ziggy-zag up here. Break that. There's some shards that you get for that. These big guys, I should have hit them 1, 2, 3, air, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, and then dash on them. And then finish it up with 2 more. So I guess that's 6 in total. So now we have to come down here. A lot of times you can't do that if they're already up and alive, but they kind of have to wake up, and so it gives you time to wail on them a little bit. And I think they hit you for 2 already right off the bat. So the first thing you really have to do is this kind of enemy rush, and they have multiples of these. In Hollow Knight they had a few. I can hit both these guys at the same time if I'm lucky. Pow. But in this game, they have a bunch of these. 1, 2, 3, dash, 1, 2, and he's dead. And they got this epic little slowdown at the end. Now, this breaks and the sidewall breaks, but this one's the only important one. For at least advancement. Dong dong dong. And this is Sherma. Hi, did you see it, Red Maiden? The Great Gate heard my song, and in its infinite and ancient kindness opened the way forward for us. What luck for us to meet at this moment. We can set off at the Great Road together. Or perhaps I'll tarry here just a little longer. I want to sing a song of gratitude to this noble gate. I'm Sherma, by the way. Just another humble pilgrim like yourself. If you ever need assistance on the road ahead, sing out my name, and I'll be sure to find you. Me and my lucky chime are at your service. They're chiming on my face. Bye, Sherma. Okay, so now there's some hanging rosaries right here. Sometimes you see them, and they go all over the place, but we'll grab them up. They don't leave, like, if I do like here, they don't like exit the room. You see them kind of bounce back, so that's at least good. These silver ones are like worth 5. And this is our first bench moment that we're going to activate. This is 30. And these things kind of rise out of the ground. I'm going to go ahead and activate this. And sit on it. That way you've got it. Now we can't really go up. I'm going to skip some of the lower stuff, like those tablets. The Morrow. So this is another little area. We're gonna double back and not spend a lot of time in the Morrow right away. I mean, we're gonna be in it a little bit, but we're trying to get back to the Moss Home area more so, right here at the very beginning. And that thing falls. And here's another big guy. 1, 2, 3, dash attack. 1, 1, 2. It helps if you don't swipe the wrong direction. I always recommend swiping the correct direction. Good advice, huh? Okay, jump up here and swap. And you're dead. While these aren't particularly difficult, this is actually significantly more difficult than a lot of enemies in the very beginning of the Hollow Knight game, so. Alright, hippity hoppity. I'm gonna jump down here. He almost got me. See, this one was already active and alive, so I couldn't use my same approach. I jump over here and I grab this item. It's a shard pendant. It's like it's a tool, but it's a yellow tool. There's yellow, blue, and red, and it's like the charms in Hollow Knight. And when I get to a bench, I can equip it. I'm just gonna run to the side because, as you can see, those platforms are disappearing out from under me. And I'm gonna go here to the right, and there's gonna be some stuff I can get. So I'm gonna take my time with these guys. Nothing you can really do once they do their little porcupine stuff. So, all right, got a little rosary right there, and I'm gonna hop down. And see a little sign? That's a flea. And I'm going to talk to these guys, and I'll go ahead and sit on a bench. Why not? And these fleas are missing other fleas. A native of those fiery lowlands approaches. Have no fear, my friend. We fleas are but humble travelers. Well met, sir. Though like you am not of this land, I am merely journeying through. Oh ho ho! A kindred spirit. It's good luck for wanderers to meet on an unfamiliar path. And now that we have met, know that I am Flea Master Mushka, leader of this caravan. Our own journey has barely begun, but you are most welcome to tarry here a while, stranger. Where ways are dark and winding, good bugs must stay close together. Alright, keep talking to him. Stranger, will you hear my worry? The time has come for fleas to find each other and travel together, as has happened through generations before. The many fleas of this kingdom should be flocking to our caravan, but times have become dangerous. You feel it too, yes? Our poor cousins, they're out there in hiding. Could you help us find these poor lost fleas? We daren't continue on our journey until some of the poor fleas have found their way here to us. And we want to say yes. This is the equivalent of the grub father. And missing some grubs. And so I'm lost too. Barishkava. Oh, I can ask for nothing more. They must all be hiding or stuck in dangerous places. But if you rouse them, they are sure to find their way here to us. May the kingdom bless your travels and keep you safe, stranger. You are welcome to rest here with us whenever the roads bring you back. So we've got our first, quest, I think. We had that big objective to reach the top of Farloom's tower or whatever, but that's definitely going to be taking some time. So we have a quest now to get fleas, and we actually aren't going to see many fleas for a bit. And now we're moving further upward. We can't go that way really, so we're going to go left. I don't think we can go that way. We're not supposed to yet. All right. So I'm going to hop this way and I'm going to go back, but hit that switch. I'm going to go ahead and get this because there's some rosaries down here. They're super fun. And fall on those spikes, that's fun. Go back up here. And go across. I'm gonna hit this switch because that helps. If you fall down there, you can get back out. And I'm gonna get these $2 down here because $2 is $2. Rashanka. In my land, that is the way warriors greet each other, for though you are a child barely hatched, you are also a warrior. Your stance, your weapon, your movements all proclaim it so. You have keen sight for my skill bug, but my childhood has long since passed. What has happened here? I see signs of battle all around. These strange, shuffling pilgrims, in the camp below they were docile enough, but up here they seem to have lost their senses. They cry out to the darkness and attack their fellow travelers. Yakinesh, keep your weapons drawn and your bearings true. The way ahead is winding, and to lose one's way invites only death. I am a navigator amongst my tribe, and I've been making maps of these lands. I can trade them with you, and supplies if you wish. You know, I do want these maps, but I'm going to hold off for now. I'm just going to earn enough money, and we're going to end up buying a stretch of these things, okay? So, in these lands' names I have Philia, they note I am Chakra, wielding rings. If our hunts intertwine again, I will have a new maps to trade. Until then, farewell, child wielding needle. You bet. Okay, and now I'm going to show you real quickly my money farming loop. And so it's going to basically start right here. And you go to the left. And I'm going to do one pass of it. But, so this is the first, money farming loop that's available to you. And you can get about 50 rosaries each time you do it. And you're going to get some new movement abilities that'll help. And so, now you would normally just fall right down there, but you gotta hit that switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that switch for us, and continue. So killing this guy wouldn't be a part of your money farming loop. Oh, great. But I have to kill him to get the switch. So just a little farther. Almost didn't make it. Okay, so this falls down. And then you would go back this way, kind of fall to your left. This bug doesn't give you rosaries. It gives you the shards, because it's more like the beast ones give you shards, and the more intelligent ones give you rosaries. Alright, you go and you kill one more guy. Get his money. And then you go back and hop back up here. And go to the right and hop up. And there's 2 more baddies. Okay. Now I have 156, and I'll sit right here, and that's probably good for now. So that's the loop. You just gotta go around, and there is a way when you're gonna get like a much faster way of walking, and you'll also get like a gathering swarm charm, and it's called a magnetite brooch. I'm gonna get it really quickly, and so that particular loop is going to be the best way that I know of to get money until you get to Graymore. And I'll show the money loops as I get to different places. So this is going to be my first video. I'm going to call it quits right there, and then we'll accomplish more in the next video. It is so good to be back. It's so good to be making videos again, and hopefully I've got my technical difficulties out of the way, and I can just start cranking them out on a fairly regular basis. All right, bye.